Kingdom home estate. One other man as uncle we de brand watching so Kel Chaco toothpaste so I saw Kwanson so Kel Chaco toothpaste I need one the Kel 360 toothpaste number and a Kel Kids toothpaste no so about one day the original Kel Chaco toothpaste no so the JBG ni body tree yes here e di djuma Kwanson so de no so abadwa lucky about so men Kel say obi nya wa na free ade they are very important wapomuden wonsem very key say onso betimi ede djuma nti lucky about say ade bi adane krankro say esi chiare mojabo so okonfichira obia ete unka and all those things no fakodan bo onti wo gomo ogwa akrom Winneba Swedro Quantimpon so one branches no all over the country. One was 0243201244 or 0277465855. Number Kel say another quality product from Samara Company Limited, Kel Chaco toothpaste, Kel Kids toothpaste, and Kel 360 toothpaste. Friend, one was 0593809227 or 0246 865798. Okojaswa anything paste be should be Kel ebusun kuno. Kingdom Herb also one garlic bitters and the capsules no. Afi one saw the ginseng power no remember there and a tremendous capsules so ACC ma estate no one SCC estate of high quality. Put them in a serene environment what you may enjoy all you need to enjoy. Can you want some insurance some acquire want some you don't have that much of a problem. A crop on right after the latter junction, a Kingdom Home Estate. One in another the Okaishi Drug Lane, Obe Timisha from 0536149961 or 030-393-9987. No Timini one Eddie Kita home quickly. Mameifa, these reminders into Miami Adma, Chinechi, Yakotai Bema Fifi Boafuachi. Ewo takwa ebra ne papa efim okopene krabia de fifi boafo yako ana ye hiewu abusua pan of Kenya number 1 ebri wose kofi woni abre woni atutu agunsem woni wo hema edutwuma ambosa enti hyenin so se obekwa akotai edutwuma ambosa ne ebri wose kofi Kenya number 1 hene hema ebra abusuapen hie wabusuapen eda for nti akwantu na hyase akina kopem se yebekwa kopene krabia yankasa ye chief driver bishop ono so yakasa ne maame eda for nti oba pen Grace bishop ya owusuansa ne maame da for oba pen Grace Bedu unya 95 years. Oh wow. Eti onyame ya adom a nhihye ni if you da chinechi ya 1st of December ana sa kwantu no so hyase ewo seche kwaman nti yenkotai bishop ya osu ansa echi na omoya kwansonko so. Well, it's a special day today for me. The man who picked me from Techiman and then changed the narrative about my life. And then Odin Awoda gave me the privilege to work with one of Ghana's finest radio stations. Lived with him for almost about 3 months. He's a very personal friend. His Excellency, the former President, John Dramani Mahama. All the time, because I am forever grateful for the role that you played and continues to play. My brabo. Happy birthday, Your Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. So proud of you. Very, very, very proud of you. On that note, my member of Parliament, maybe I'm a Tewa Santimantem, another proud member of Parliament. Orona Krakra, Yenwo, Asantimantem, Kwada, so to be precise, is a professor. Professor Kinsley. Good morning.
Adom.
Me papa your uncle pa no me late father.
Yeah. I mean funny car and cause see.
Yeah. Unbelievable pa. The be boko.
Oh, Adom.
Yeah.
So
good.
Doing our best. Our constituency and our parliament and everywhere. So
okay.
And we said 20th January, I mean Adom. God has so for. And beside Adom now.
Yeah.
I'll
try and be there and be part of your campaign
Thank
team.
You, my brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Just make sure so but yes, almost a stamp of mouth.
Yeah. Now say I must say major issue why you roads.
Roads, no.
You know in Sano Hydro facility.
Okay.
From April. About
so April on much of the far press before sorry there anymore.
Yeah.
School no is it was and a quite a child see on
I say I could job.
Yeah.
Or yes, a main road
no.
I mean why drains in any
okay.
I can say obey level now they bitumen I go so.
Okay.
You say in Sonotia you come back to do
okay.
From Santasi far pre Kofa Hima and Petia so between 3 constituencies in share so quite so and Achuma Kwama.
Okay.
Now you know we say massive we say chrono equano so we say that road no I mean Adoma Yebefuse.
Okay.
And only one of my major headaches. Say it major sa kwan befa chrome horn befa mufie ni monom sa equapre. That is a target.
Okay. Well, my next guest, he's paid his dues, especially for Ghana.
Oh, before all of them, no. Say, a former president.
Yeah, former president.
Mahama, aka Mr. 24-hour economy. Be able to be on the papa.
AKA Mr. 24-hour economy.
Our 65 years, an achievement.
Yes.
For the battle ahead, the contest of the North.
The contest of the North. I want them to appreciate that. That's all I'm promoting because they should accept it. This is how we go about it. This is the clash of Mpepe food to lead the country.
I'm seeing as Machano. First time in the share, now MP Medina, now Chief of Staff, Akosia Fema, Paris say. Tibo Tukwaya, me Korobi Sentinel. And you know, was it a college of education? Program B, one Sunday or so, I'm in the shower.
He's paid his dues for Ghana.
No, but as a member of parliament for Medina,
I
was always work on okay, so
for NDC, so he is among the few Omaka Moda so Ekuta the believer.
But this out take now, baby. Okay, Kwabena Hills Valley side. No. Okay.
But or a guy who don't make a mistake. Or in what time is it?
Opposition pony. Opposition pony now.
Oh, yeah, guy. Senior. What you want to say? The last time promise him say what bad is about what.
Na say I'm sorry anamaba.
No credit.
And na kura say enra na because
Moses say no.
Sir Moses me a member of the national communication team. Me na share but obia pese me ba. Obia pe me. Ti me free as here say me wo power anwumre.
Okay.
Ochina anopa me wa hoto.
Okay.
Anwumre me wo gold.
Okay.
Ade chi anopa me wa cry FM. Enti
what's
I mean no mini atem.
Yeah.
Me can't just fax.
Yeah.
Into a car I quite as one I'm so me am in ba vida.
Yeah.
Me na parliament or ana Hilda.
Yeah.
Na no tie. Kwa be nyanso so ano wanti. Me na bibi chire na adwene na.
Alaji, why have you supervised an NDC member to go on as an independent candidate?
Massa, do you think I will do that? Me too.
But under your watch.
How? Democrats no person ko twa ase. Enti So be person or contest and I mean say because they say me so go nti. So go for Medina and me go transit say Debbie. Menko, I will do whatever I can, but you can take a horse to the river no appear na no crisis, but you can force him to.
But the effect on another on more chances for the Medina city. Any worrying?
Oh, there be that. We are on course. And yes, city MPP bet me afa.
Medina.
My father.
Oh yeah. That's what I come. Some na beji free no. Sadiq buy. Yeah. I mean we all know. Said 2016 there. And yet it wasn't so cool. It was a time when I'm from any boss. Ghana Pensesa. Oh, Dabi. Masa. Wow, Never make count. Me, I wish you say, was a Ghana for no. Ya no more you need too much about governance. I'm wondering about Adiachi, Menya Duaniadi, Menya Jume ye. Oh, me who to make a cry, make order security. I know most of it no. And as I say, so no. We share near my quarrel now. They compare. What she said? Oh, that been pattern. See your baton and I dry up for that. Me bola, me start bola for check. Me we invest in 1981. Into Minya Koran am Tiano. 42 years.
I started Form 1.
No, started Form 1. Posa, me founder and the first president. Political Science Student Association, University of Ghana. Me form way. Intino. Yeah, Bob Bra. And now, I was working with this money group of companies. I was deputy director, NADMO. I was deputy director, NCC, in charge of finance and administration. Yeah, and MPP time. I say, no, now what should I come out to me? Send them a planning. That's the point I'm making. May Juma. Cameramen are more you know, they're not fine. Yeah, fine.
What they be song me song?
Masa
Okay, so just in from the office of the from Works and Housing Minister, but was a video be and I'm saying Bruni be say 20,000.
Yeah. One kasoji also demanding. Pacho me bana mi tie nyina mi tie Bruni na ne voice.
But surprisingly na also the Adom or say spurious allegation of bribery, November 29, 2023. Our attention has been drawn to a video of a gentleman by name Claude Convincer David, in which he alleges that in 2017, the Deputy Chief of Staff at the Office of the President, Honorable Mpensenpensemu, solicited for a bribe from him in order to grant him access to the President. We wish to state categorically that the allegation is false and evil. Honorable Mpensenpensemu does not know the gentleman in question. He has never met him nor had any interaction whatsoever with him. It may be recalled that this is the first time this allegation has been made against the MP by the same person. It became obvious then that there was no iota of truth in the allegation. It gives cause to wonder why the gentleman will repeat the same allegation at this time if not for evil and malicious intentions. It bears saying that the repetition of a false allegation does not make it through. It was false then, and it will be false today. It is obvious that this is a spurious allegation which has resurfaced as a result of the propaganda machinations of the MP's political opponents and detractors who wish to court unnecessary public disaffection for him in order to score cheap political points. Should the Ghana Police or the Yoko and Organized Crime Office find any weight in the allegation, we strongly suggest then that they invite Mr. David to provide further and better particulars. By this statement, a notice is hereby served on Mr. David to desist from further repeating the allegation anywhere. The MP shall, under legal advice, take appropriate remedial action should he repeat his false allegation against him, and is signed Paul Yando, media assistant to the Honorable Mpensenpensemu. So that's it. So we'll be there. Sure, it's gone a bit viral. And then Era David in some said at a point in time, 2017, the then Deputy Chief of Staff demanded $20,000 to assist him to see the president. And then Sector Minister through the Media Relations Officer there, but said, "No could be any." Nti onhwe na onya sansem keka no nti That's it. I don't know. Quick.
Okay. Obey me. But seriously speaking, me who dream me because asansona me no. Let me feel the first time my papa hear allegation. On one kasa na response no was it is the second time. And the first time now him say no kra no. What why dey? Masa say me soro go me tie pa na obes allegation we. Say me more 20,000 me $20,000 and sana my 1 2 3. Na man 20 no eno ano no ankwanimu. Na wuti ho wonye ho hwe. Now was I be repeat the second one. Papa no vi say yes he say ni friend ni kaso obeto boaboa na ne nice be so. Now all said and done. What do you even have to say political opponents? Anyway, it can be political opponents within the MPP. I know Sabana Sadia any mayedi, but Sanya Sadia a bit difficult. Say political opponents. Better baby Brody our one na brochiri no can asem. And I will be a better Sabia, and me by me telling you almost and your papa bra out. Now be clear with him because I am very nasty. Already, the way regime way has been characterized with corruption. Wow, anti-bra, maybe you are not. Because whether you like it or not, look, it is there, black and white. Say the MPP regime has been characterized with a lot of corruption. It could be true, it could be false. To me, Sorogo, it is true. Because Homo Muba Bekano, I want to go forward one can say ye womo. Someone can go fight corruption. Obit is a Martin Amido. I am bra. Meaning from the same place, me con ho come ho, me obami ho, me con ho da. Intino, so why you is one conco con entia kitas, shiny proye corruption. Na papa na samba be catch him say, and yes, I now tear. Me nimsa ukraina corruption, we premere mamia, corruption in ma. Wow, na say up till now, obiantimi me yi mun church last year, some obia so beka. Ushe Frimpom Boating, Prof. Mines won somewhere walker. Ushe obia utie Canada Japan. Say ye fum sike wiesika as if said there is no Ochina Ghana from the same MPP. Ushe mpeni for no mu MPP mamo kana. Na say I beya di bia man for GD. This a man for GD minia. Na so obi decide way to so who ti wo. Who betimi aka we to so umya and I won't take action. You will never agree. You go all out to take action. Now what Manasseh said was no asaba be repeat. Said the same thing. After now was catch and impose was I repeat here. Third one and now then take action. Me to me no. This is not the answer to watch that. No me feel say there's something somewhere. Because Papa nan kasa na no tio or to cover the whole world. And you know adiaba say no now nimsa now you deputy chief of staff. What be MP? We are minister for works and then water resources and then
water resources.
Masa, who tenasi na yedi baby fam we fam wa buy o president o vice who tenasi. I must add in conso. So who some man a chance to say one this is the way any third time one. Who be take action for what? I'm surprised.
Senior, so ba check Kabila go be amechiano. Yes, honorable Sorogo Ekasano say on the phone say oboto babawa na ojan bi so. And you know the allegation on for bonimra. A bona ojina so no is the evidence. Oka say who influencing me with $20,000. It should be evidence. That's an allegation.
The beauty honorable Sorogo. I'm sure this submission Prof Obesa Ejema Asesana because Prof maybe what do you pa no be see when your professor because no ekutua maybe what do you what be our brescia there obi say at a point you want so money 20,000 and son of the title no I think about body and the amount. What do you want us to say nipa no ensambra make bia no lecturer
asema make no me say honorable Sorogo say obube o say any friend say obeto baba na oja so
yeah
and I'm saying say asemna that gentleman no
in this case I don't have to wait for any friend ojina bo
no me make me
the Prof in this case no the Sorogo person can nyam for Sorogo person can say any wo kwan say any friend no say ojina bo so jo so beto because baby akeka kono Attract the friend here.
Mamin Clement, let me first here. Mamin Clement, 1 second, Penafania. Mamin Clement. David, Mamin Clement.
Or say you're fair to him. You're distracted.
No, I just wanted to clear so that you can see your way clear.
So, I say, clear. The answer you admit and say the can was ambiguous. So, the material say, or say, the friend is so about no Ojambo so. A bono ahead, or be say, but so come man penny. Okohun deputy chief of staff. And Oka say, original $20,000 before someone access. But I'm saying that who make that allegation now? It's an allegation. You need to provide evidence to support it. And sana be credible. Yes, sir. Make us say oh you're crumb for. Doesn't mean say oh you're crumb for. I need to give an evidence. Say, oh be my dear. That's the evidence. So I will say oh my Kabila can say opeska. Mean where is the evidence? That is why so challenge say as more canon you could be any what I said. Now say if it continues, but me I agree say so I told challenge or say the appropriate security services to take action, and I support any action or be take it. But me if you say and now same biana obi katu obi soa no correct. That's a fact. And now same biana we can't sit here and conclude say because anybody cannot continue and correct. Allegation and the allegation must be investigated. Yeah. So any call for say you may investigate that person or should avail himself. They all make the allegation should go forward and provide evidence about incriminating ascenso. So himself can also initiate the process for it to be done. Yeah, come here. And 2001 or 2. And now, Obeka Che say, if any Gazelle Yadsi, I will say only President Kofo Ewoma. Ye chino Abasane Esresa. I didn't know what happened. In this country, you see, this issue, I'll be saying, I am restricted to Ascenso. And I thought, say, let us deal with that matter. But why stand there, no? But you come as so. My opinion that Muhammad I know Odi Nauda has been accused of corruption and fraud.
Which one?
By Martin Amidu.
Said
about this jet issue, the Embraer issue. According to Martin Amidu, my opinion that mails a committee, someone investigating in this country. What I say, Badwam issue came up, a lot of corruption allegations. But I mean, I want to extend to you under this administration. Make us say, Nipana Mubu or Mano, angels. But there are several allegations of corruption. Nina, you're investigating Nina. Why not? Which of them, and I accuse you will be said, why a Bonibi? You know, you're a seasoned and respected journalist. All the allegations of corruption in have been investigated. The Moody and now, Omwa, Yabomu Korduno, Yakase, Oma Saboneno. The state agencies, Ekase, Omo Ene Bonibia, the ones that I know, maybe you can prove me wrong. Because if you ask me, I'm over quite as well. People throw mad at me. Politics. But on Pewasem opposition, not or Sewardine. It is there. We are MP. I'm sure, say, I'm up for your allegations of some things against you.
Service, a lot of things going
on. Were they correct? Were they true?
Makofa condom. As she said, Botomia.
I'm going to say,
contract no crime. Contract.
Senior,
I just want.
I'm going to say a very tricky. Nipobet matters no concord to a baby editial to go and massive because of political power. Don't forget, say, NPP. Your prime is near 20th of January, less than 2 months ago.
So we are pressing the self-destruction button.
And I'm saying that
it could be part of the way.
We should, yes.
That is what Alain said. The ascenso that he knows.
Yes, no.
Sit down. That's all.
What's the ascenso in our system? What the,
also, ascenso come and say breeder, no.
Because got time.
Ascenso no. Eni wo kwanso otenasema o man sa kwanya no.
Mbese mi ndoje o. Let's not read the response no. Mr.
Okay.
Just read.
Abuja pe no say nya we na ya be discuss. We dey for but say time no.
So na start here. Na do ko fa ya na
Masa, dey ka say e kwa ho we dey obenya time no invite me no.
Yes.
Nienko. Na min chiro niam. Bottom line is there is a distraction. Oh, bas there is a winning book where ajapade. Oh, ajapade am try winning.
Credible.
Just when you're credible. Don't worry. Already know what destroy Asenso. You don't allow himself brabe proof. His aim is that no, you are not getting the point I'm making. Asenso will be happy for the comments I'm making. I'm surprised.
My understanding of the what can I say? One, or say no two or say the security services.
Okay, so we wish to state categorically that the allegation is false and evil.
Yes.
Honorable Senso Boachi does not know the gentleman in question.
Yes.
He has never met him, nor had any interaction whatsoever with him. It may be recalled that this is not the first time this allegation has been
that is where my problem
against
is.
the MP by the same person.
Same person.
It becomes obvious then that there was no iota of truth in the allegation.
The last one.
It gives cause to wonder why the gentleman will repeat the same allegation at this time, if not for evil and malicious intentions. It bears saying that the repetition of a false allegation does not make it true. It was false then, it will be false today. It is obvious that this is a spurious allegation which has resurfaced as a result of the propaganda machinations of the MP's political opponents and detractors who wish to court unnecessary public disaffection for him in order to score cheap political points. Should the Ghana Police or the Economic and Organized Crime Office find any weight in the allegation, we strongly suggest then that they invite Mr. David.
Fantastic.
So that is even my point. He didn't even say that I am calling on the Ghana Police. It makes a lot of difference.
He is calling them to take action.
No.
That's what it says.
We are prof. At the school, the engineer called
English.
Minya. Or see, shoot the Ghana Police. Shoot.
Yes.
In case it's all movies on Bayadia. And yeah, say anything. No person
matter of public concern. So he's calling on them to do the needful.
Masa, please let us be frank with ourselves.
Simple.
I'm not against
Professor
because seriously, they say damage now Papa ne penwaye. And there's a perception. Exactly. And me taking it serious. Say already no
taking it serious.
Exactly, taking it serious because I'm now who done no. Papa ne dey to so.
The corner only
corner ni deal man ka say wo say ya third one. And number.
We no.
There's a bibi.
No, we don't Kenya no.
In
your mind's eye no. You are suggesting that as in so be born. That's what I'm saying. No,
that is your understanding, bro. Anyway, they are not.
That's it.
Professor Adom Oshase say. I dey Mr. Nanki NTN was on this. Oshase say. Asenso
na me ni mo.
On tenase.
E masase
mo.
Akuapem ni ka say odi watam kra o say.
Bachosi.
Aha.
Oh yeah, boy.
Free advice. Me and Kaminka said this was our hotel and sana. Me first one.
So, Prof, what's happening in Parliament on this import restriction? What's happening there?
Yeah, senior. So, when we say on my woman, there were issues. Issues no. I check. When we say your economics kakra, the same issues na be benign me overcome. Your export volumes, meaning your import burden. They be a crown your massa. Yentimi and add value to even our exports and all that. I have problem. The more I mean, all import no be brain one control no. Every king one kasa local economy. A bad destroyer of factories and industries are over our own money. That is a problem. So I buy essay or the legislative instrument LI about operationalize the existing act no. So the buyer let's say ban on certain products which are 22. However, you be restricted in the importation exportation. That's it. And meanwhile, essence let's say you be strengthen local capacity in terms of the produce in this country. That is the essence of it. So, for example, one of the deputy ministers for trade and industry, coffee bar fee aiding common and pay. I say that pace. Your capacity to produce about 90%.
Of what?
Diapers. A part of the 22 listed items.
Listed items. No.
So 90% no there. Then it makes sense say minya obey restricted dear where the okraba. No boa ama I mean local capacity no. At me I expanded. So I be helpful no boy your foreign exchange reserve. That is very important. So for some of us no, we need to understand say to solve our balance of payment, balance of trade, and our currency issues. So, any economic policy to achieve a target, and this particular intervention airline, I'm told say it is temporary. There were issues, for example, rice. Rice is part of it. There be rice farmers. Almost complaining say the local capacity no. They be an encoye. We import a lot more. So is it possible say to me I control the importation of rice? So the buyer yen destroy the local manufacturers or producers of rice. Meaning that's it. For me no earlier yadeba parliament. And about parliament they say Odebaya no pass you. We go through it. Say the buyer who say there no abeboa oman puntu. Politics is there. But we must make sure say I didn't know so this particular intervention no abeboa am to me about the local economy now. If the answer is yes. Number two, then you feel say yes a crema bet me aboa they will look at it. You don't just say because air restrictions, we need to rubbish it. At the end of the day, we also know saying say more important, those food items, you better say so much. That is not the point. That's not the point. We are saying say, yem build your economy no. Say a year on build importation. At the end of the day, who suffers? Or man ain't me economy. The import volumes every month is about $400 million. We now put to strain on
$400 million on what?
I'm talking about our import volumes also.
$400 million.
Yeah, a month. Yeah, you can check. I mean, you can also check on some channel. However, let us make sure say my point is that you protect the local economy. No. Parliament examine the airline. No. We will make sure say local producers.
Airline.
Almost discussing. It's been discussed.
In fact, the first day I was there, and Minister for Trade Industry,
Katie,
say Ole.
So is the minority against import restriction? I don't want to get it. What's their position?
I think they have issues. Now, if they have issues, I don't have any problems. But we need to discuss. They now obey no. And after forcing the minority leader, Eka say, Omano enlay because or say they need to consider some issues. And I withdraw. I was there. Since that time, my name the SC1. But minority more issues I won't fight them because they're also Ghanaians and I'm representing a section of the population. But you know what I say in this airline no inimical to our progress so bad. My point is that there are issues one. Let us look at the issues. Then discuss the issue dispassionately. Now you find solutions about the economy. That is the way to go.
Okay.
But maybe the minority response, I almost say this policy, and they made it political. Because in the airline, it is the Minister for Trade Industry on the permit. And from what I read from the minority, almost say a better benefit a section of NPP members.
Almost provide the alternative.
No. That's what I'm saying. Say, I try to be objective in my analysis. What I say, my point is that say BB
when they raise issue about minister Nessa, it's a big problem. What's the meaning of that? That they have that was their practice when they were doing
even OSHA report the petition by the associations now. Rezi say minister no yes no lead to so many things. So it's an issue.
No, but what's the meaning of that? That's what the country continues to practice. I know for a fact because I'm in the poultry business.
Yeah.
That at a point in time, you needed to get a certain clearance from Dr. Louisa and the BCU.
Good.
Before 60%
and 40
and then 40.
Yep.
So I want them to discuss it well, but I don't think it should be about a minister signing because clearly a minister will sign.
Yeah.
But the details should be well discussed.
Fantastic. So so for me, no, okase. Ebia who issues say bia minister no na Emma permit now. What then no alternative? Then I will propose. For example, should we get maybe a committee to look at that?
So they should
bring an alternative so that at the end of the day, for me, at the end of the day, no, you have the best for Ghana. And the best for Ghana, no, the more you dialogue and have conversations, no, you make me arrival at a solution
or more trust issues with more. Internet we are very difficult for it to go through. They have trust issues with the NPP. Clearly, that's what it means. It's not that they don't believe in the system of the minister side. They have trust issues because I'm going to be paying deal.
It is not your nipa.
That's why the tax waiver and the issue for them.
No, the point is,
I'll come back to you on this.
Make trust issues. I don't think it's a trust issue. I think I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Said they might have genuine concern, but that concern, say, addressing a bit me boy. That's what I want to say about that.
Alaji, why are you proving difficult? About initiation,
Master, first and foremost, what is the meaning of government? When you go, people queue in the sun, under the rain, no matter vote to a particular party, it's a party bra. So, what are they expecting from you? Improvement in their conditions of service. And I'm a
welfare.
That's all welfare. Bra na be hweme so. Se na be ya mani beje, menya baby ada, menya suku akọ, menya nsu anom, me yare a mekọ ayaresa bia. Me kodwo a metimi ato ade. Me hia we ya menya. Let me start from the DAPES. For the DAPES, we have the capacity to produce 90%. You see, no problem about that. I am for it. But you have a capacity. Have you initiated, help those industries deliberately to start producing? Sa industry no produce me biaka, tio e biaka, ama buso. And you know, I was say yes substitute too. No. You say we have a capacity. What you should be talking about is what is the capacity now? What we are producing now is just about 30%. Now, what we can produce now. Of course, as for when you say we have the capacity, when any capacity, what you say, Nazi Amosi Kaseko, Bio Aquia, or Portrait Farm now, maybe more. Maybe because I'm coming. Me, I'm also a portrait farmer. And to can I show me a portrait farmer, me a cattle ranger, me, I'm into farming. Masa, the issue is simple. I didn't think Uncle for cranium and back. And Crawford cranium and because Ghana had no ye ni bi. Even with the crana ye crabano, prices no crano, a cost no yentiminto. Because demand and supply are simple. Makole woman you want you nim. If the goods are many, and then few people and a quota nebo beba from tomato, a bebuswa, hey, nebo from a free moa, obatomi and 10 cedis. Abro se siam no ka se siam no ka se abro ene anu am bisa mi sister wa o say 600 cedis per bag abro wa. This is the term on can say abro e was any bo e wo from kra ba wo hwa rainfall pattern na change after now so that's auto niam nyina sesa enti no ka se more capacity kind the regime of import duty import license problems at the Ghana. Okay, for to beji golf, a champ on time. So many problems because obi na eba be kan kire us me kofa we na kofa we. Makon cite 22 items. Hwe sugar kan ho. Answer no be ka say wo keteli sugar no. Say wo sugar factory. They produce sugar.
But say wo sugar factory.
Near ya pacho. Yeah.
Very good question.
There was sugar factory and this build the MP and twice
with question marks.
Yeah, of course. There's no way a question mark in you. But we marking no what's why you know because Ghana for Scania.
Okay.
I see tomatoes. Shania no woman de bano.
I'm saying you sure I'm going say
ensure they say you produce more. You produce more. Can you believe that the whole of last week and you say me advert Belakwa is short to the whole country? I'm telling you. Yes. I need a big back. No, me say a particular brand. Me can say ensure you not short.
No, me say then a short. Yes.
And I mean, person all what I know is I'm hearing a tombi or taking more. Or no wholesale on the man almost must have been almost 1 month. Machines now say you say then I say when ya short. And she also there me but so kasa no my edin
o se
aba me say aba a friend no echi na start by and anu na be kwa koto no wo mo ration na me say mama adan wo say alaji e short to sa afia na kakra ba ntia ration
but I'm question Dawson
kwabenya won na make no Dawson but ya to ni nyina you are not aware you don't know I am a host.
So I'm surprised.
What was saying?
Me when be brave, I'm too.
You don't know. I'm telling you, it's because you wanted to.
Baby, in a Juma,
oh, Papa, and then you had a prof. Why? And then we don't need to go. We have a brand. Until the young person. We don't need to go. Import substitution. And we will be a trans and what you know one said that be. And son, Obeka say, me kwa kodwa fuonu. I was when you assassin. Me boy.
Yeah.
I was saying when you say we are portrait. So when you portrait na Obeka kofa day old for it. Woman you know. Obeti me brudo omo. Ugo brudo omo hin na do ma kogu.
Problem na aba.
Entinu I was say what na si na wo hyehyɛ. Ma ye me portrait dan no wo ho. Me kokɔ no me 4,000.
But they can copy my regime no 60-40 regime no.
Masa me kan no ba. For the time being na wonya ye no. Ye nhwɛ hawa. Portrait no say Ghana you produce because portrait farm Ghana wu. Kakra bi wo hobby kosua ene say 50 cedis minimum a crate
55
me say minimum obi a wato no foforo no amoto nketenkete no
any farm price so ko jina na say wonya
ma so you can imagine kosua na 10 cedis 12 cedis and then I drew 55 okay among for the kosua ba Ghana for complain say ntimi nto kosua no kosua mpa ba mu no born ekosoro then you ask identity and a wo kwabna say be say me my brother o farms no there no challenger feed
number 1
na say me wo feed abroad thing
number 1
okoye 1 ton of feeder buchu enti ete wo sign anya say wo na on pese wo be fa mo but because of the problems no wo we militate against wo ntimi mfa nkokɔ no mo
wo be to aso yenkofa game park bra na yentoa
like me flow na
overflow ba se buzo wo peja wo na game park for say job ba
because I don't have a problem but import license
we now must here try and come on so we have about 10-15 minutes to wrap up.
Ayeka.
Yeah, the lucky about for us, the kingdom about and
program na quite chill by time no
Kale toothpaste. We appreciate that concern. Time is money.
I'm for share papa.
Madam was it.
No for share. So are we any package?
They be tough.
One yene. And I will be our down for a JMD. I will say, JM na. I mean,
na panic Ken Japan.
Oh, say what you say. TSM say. GM confirm me free techima. I mean, GM confirm free techima buy. I mean, more radio good. Like Japan's be fine free radio good.
I don't know one FM. Radio gold the asem nyina.
Yeah.
Kwame
Sefa ka any fee.
Sana me ba mo. Kwame Sefa penimfo pa mo nyina radio gold na tete.
Most of the top guys now.
Exactly.
And we have to thank Kwesi Setiba for Bonnie.
Yeah.
Now
I'm funny crancy.
On my him Kwabna Sante.
Oh, Papa.
What na say? Okafia on tape.
Yeah, the lucky about for so I like me wrap up well. On this one, I'm for interested in Shishaya binding the Tuja. And the alternative for opposition so they back. It's very important.
Yeah.
Say you're managing here because of the experience I've had under the previous regime on this broiler project. Bijidi say the potential to equip the local content, no, somewhere so high, but implementing it, no, continues to be
a problem, a challenge, not a problem.
Yeah, we have to find a way out of it. Doc,
Senior,
Professor,
some of the yeah, for me, instructive. And point and I make it initially and say, well, I know, young share, young people come for so a bay now at my buying. Offer inquisitor and an inquisitor page 8. Guta demands timelines, more details on import restrictions bill. Now things are very instructive. I'm a boss no. Mami with it.
Dr. Obin.
Or say the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obin, says government must provide details and timelines for the implementation of the import restrictions bill currently being considered by Parliament. For me, I think that's very important. Minority, majority, society, are buying by year. That is what I would say about this. Now, this intervention, and import substitution, a restriction, they are two different things. So, I don't think that our buying doesn't mean well. We have concerns about the economy. The economy, no. Then come ever so a bit to me up the economy. Now you created the enabling environment, no. Now you boost to the creation of more factories. Now we have about 160 of them in operation, and at least me.
A new ones and as a more support.
No, he said it be a new, already existing ones are your support. So for me, no, what is important is say at least because I asked the first question on 1D and 1D 1F. At that time, no, now I just said I have 120 of them, creating about 150,000 direct and indirect jobs. Me take quite a so. You were Casapecon. When you said those times, no, not a paramount the salaries. Now, no, a Casapecon. Minia, Minipabia, or more quite as well. Or made now. You brought us so baby or broke made now. At least a buyer, no, at me up provide their jobs. What I say? Or more export to eco neighboring countries, no. I've been with the MD. My question special, you have told me this. Other areas also, no, a big cost for her. Quite a bit to me, as strengthen or more capacities, no. The more you factories, no, you have strong industries, no. Now you deal with unemployment challenge. Now you export to value addition. You export, no, we will get foreign exchange. We wanna may increase your revenue envelope. Minya or maybe your domestic economy in terms of revenue mobilization, no, is very important. So to me, a build local economy here. Onko bobosia kese. Because the more about Bosiano, not a bad deal economy. We know can say because of the global tender you go to, no interest rates, you buy power. Now interest rate about 30%. And so by about 14 or 13.5%. Because of global issues, no. Yes, also as an increase echo around 30% as we speak now. Meaning interest rates a monetary policy by the central bank. Who increase here? Normally, no, you are dealing with inflation. What I say? Oh, Tesla, money supply. You want money supply to be in circulation. The more interest rate above from now, businesses can go and borrow at a lower rate. No more expanded. People get access to credit and cheaper goods and services. They also dealing with inflation pressures, inflation targeting. So, but then, so inflation no cost you also increase interest rates no. So the buyer money supply no, so better in the economy. That is why. So all these things no, they are not static. Interest rates fluctuations no, mean because of policies are introduced based on the nature of the economy. That's it. May I agree with Dr. Joseph Obin, and I'm saying say, I know, then share na stimulate no. Now, for year and 2 years. Now, you strengthen local production. I'm not saying say almost more important. No, we should do something very effective. Now, the man say, many deputy minister no kasa a configure if you kasa no. Catch him say a temporary measure are abandoned the deba. Say it may delay with their issues now. maybe okay say benchmark values no. Yeah, they buy no. Okay.
Benchmark value.
Yes, yeah, they buy no. Later no, it was I think 2022 budget or so no. It was reverse and all that. So minya obi samia we na meka we need to kwa enyema bo ato forcing very sharp guy on the minority side. I mean they should come to the table. Now the committee no so no I think constitutional legal and parliamentary affairs committee. Now and they are astute lawyers. Now yensho kan so
Aminia first and foremost we be anywhere ya say obi be ko nsuo soro no akwa hono no no atumika ba asia be ka say one year nsuo no time. I mean when you are talking about inflation any check masa for the whole of the records of Ghana or Ghana history one borrow Bank of Ghana timia borrow buy 77 billion within 2 seasons 2 years 35 and then 44 now 43 2021 2022 to the point is Bank of Ghana to me book 60.8 billion but me buy on one case because me the 43.8 at Chaba
correct no
asem
book of the question no bisa no one correct na
prof o kasa no on say na o yen sem bibre ba me ama no kom na me hwe
say me ya talk kasa
wo ba ka say your time no interest rate no was 30%. I didn't know whether say you were talking of the base rate Bank of Ghana diaba and you were talking of the commercial rates because base rate na yeja was 25%. Okay, and am beti so ade ba 40 and am dia ko 30 base no and they say commercial banks no borrow at 40 go and ask anyway 35 to 40%. Wo menua utia wo portrait wo betimi akopo bu 40% ankoko no faso say na wo benya a wo betimi break even. Adom because of this because Bank of Ghana a print sika at a time where constitution no aka say look who print here at 5% and obetimi print mana bro the last year total revenue no Bank of Ghana did 60%. What you can't say a demonstration at China swab and assembly no kai what say hooligans want to say buy out den you can say unti and then the base rate no Bank of Ghana so this kind of brew commercial bank now was it to 30% no Bank of Ghana because a kana reckless a kana boy no I was offer kwanya or the titi to 30% man na wo kwa bobu sana mami nua ya otiwoi safa kwa ya akokwa wa Greek Development Bank eco commercial banker wo kwa kotua 40% interest. How can it work and work it? No matter you see you don't say was it when you import substitution there?
No, it's not.
What's it?
Import restriction.
I don't cry no. Restriction. We have a WTO law. Me attended Geneva conference because I was the chairman several times. We are signatory. Hold on. You ready me? Me don't visa me problem because me nyasa. Boy, okay, sometimes me boy be baha. Ebe enter kwa me sorry me ko. Masa restriction. You don't use the word restriction these days. It will not fly. Restriction and the IMF deal. What is to take other countries? It doesn't fly. You can say import substitution. Me chrome ni import we ni bibre ye produce ni bibre. And to me tenase ama wombe dampo. Wo die no engumi me die no. I know it is allowed under the WTO laws. And you know question also be say niama 22 no. Emu say emu niahi na Ghana ye timi produce Ghana ahoboa be ne ye say ne ye ka say ye katina ye betimi produce. We don't have it. Nobody say. And why don't you then go back and say, okay, Sadia Ghana, so okay, Professor Mills, Afife rice, or the machines buy helicopter numina, send a baby to me local rice, no, who go back and say, foreign rice. Now I ye, Massa, what happened? What happened? I don't want to go there. And all what I'm saying is, until say, we be self-sufficient. One M-peso of export to. You export to make foreign exchange. And then you be say under the watch of this government. Bibia nkoye a deliberate attempt. Most good banks be brave and small companies they cannot even enterprise. Oh, my good, Paminia. Until Okay.
And I support government's initiative not for banks to totally collapse. Then they had a percentage of Ghanaians are abnormal. The government's position was that Sasana Montuna as of that time and Kayune better you and
excellent. I buy it 100%. But one can say Ghana a buying over Kansas and was a banks in the 12 billion. Also banks need the cap. 12 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes, in the Abroso.
Yes, that means Abroso na unim.
Yes, in Abroso.
24.
Yeah, that means yes, in Abroso.
So the question is, so who bet me use 12? Na banks na ye adwuma, na obi anya na adwuma, na withdrawals obi akoswa. Why do you have to collapse them? Number 1, number 2. Who be now so we and they panic withdrawal buy. Bank be anywhere. Masa, we are aware. Media no wa mekwa koyi. Enti no unya be kan ye pe na obi adi me ka kirikira na me koyi misika. And the banks they ye nim udi eba ye je we ne de ye we ne je we ne de ye we and to work na so no bia akoso okoko yi de and the banks no e collapse here. Number 3, who no be raise capital no from 120 million to 400 million. Knowing very well say indigenous banks no yan kitin no wa ba be raise near what say would deposit also the Common Bank of Ghana no from 120 equal 400 million. A better than banks say adwuma. And mean who can you Japade we ya? Who some him so copy?
Japade the investment jet say.
Just 1 second.
David, who can say mebam? Who can pay mebam?
O say
because that will not be fair.
O say you are not fair.
But it's not fair. O say it's not fair.
There's no fair well. I know with you. You are not. You are.
I believe that.
When you happen is you know you're not self-sufficient. No, do there or say jai.
Me can say me see you working towards helping the local industries. Mama produce no
introduce a regime.
Yes,
System 40.
Exactly.
To face it out.
NDC regime under Mills. Time now omoye a whole university no. You has no. At that time no, it was not complete, but still now omoye there. I think now man train University of Health and Allied Sciences.
Volta region.
Yes. Almost 30 years no. They didn't have even the full complement of the strategy. As Omokoye. The same thing applies to Junel. So no, you are so
one word way.
Or thank God computing before.
Self-sufficient. 160 companies have been established under one F1D.
Yeah.
Me patro, ye jack government na mamono na unemployment 8.4%.
Okay,
and now 14%.
Thank you so much.